Hello, boys and girls. Neil before Bort here, and welcome back to another Manga Thursday. Today's manga is Please Put Them On Takamine by Yuichi Hiragi, published by Yen Press. This is a rated mature book, so if you're, a child, don't read this one. This one is very naughty. Uh, this is. Oh, I don't know how to describe this. I guess this is technically a teasing genre book. Alright, so let's go with the plot. So the plot is that Takana, I gotta read this. Takamine, our protagonist, well, one of them, she has the ability to reverse time, so that if, like, say she had like a low score on her test, she can go back in time and change it that she has a perfect score. We find out that she's pretty much a perfectionist, especially in one of the chapters. It's actually pretty funny. And so basically she has the power to go back in time. The way she does that is by removing a piece of undergarment. So it could be her bra or her panties. It's usually her panties. And when she does that, she goes back in time, but her underwear disappears. So that's when our second protagonist, Kuishi Shirota, comes into play. So, one day during lunchtime, Shirota, I'll get it right. Shirota is in the gym storage room during lunch, and Takamina comes in and is changing, putting on a new bra because she used her power. And during that, he tries to resist the urge, but I mean, he's what, a 16-year-old boy, so he looked at her naked breast. And when he did that, that gave him the power to remember the previous timeline. It's not that he goes back and can change his past or anything like that. He just, like, when she does it, he knows it. It's like, he kind of basically, it's like deja vu. But he knows when she does the time travel. And I'm going to be honest with you. The beginning of the story is a little, it's not really tasteful. I don't like how it starts. Basically, she's forcing him to be her closet. Basically, whenever she uses her power, he replaces her. Basically, it's her panties. Basically, every time she uses her powers, he has to go and replace them for her. Yeah, it's one of those. It's kind of like a teasing genre, you know. It's like she's playing with them. But the reason the beginning is kind of rough is because to get him to be her closet, she basically, how can I, tricks him by, well, I don't know if trick's the right word. Basically, she makes it seem like he's a rapist. Because she goes back, when she figures out that he knows that she's going back in time, she drags him back into the gym storage room. And she screams, like, I forgot how she did it, but she got, like, him, like, on top of her, like they fell, and she started screaming, and then guys came in and they saw that, and basically she was, like, trying to get him. Basically, he's going to be a sex offender. And so she was like, oh, it'd be a shame. Oh, that would be a shame. Too bad you can't go back in time and change it. And so he agrees to it, and she goes back. And basically, the way that she keeps him under control is saying that she can go back in time anytime she wants and make that reality. So he's basically her slave. That's the only really downside to this. Because after that, the other day I read volume 2, because, like, 2 volumes are out, just so you know, in the future. It doesn't become, like, mean like that anymore. It's basically, that was just, like, the premise. That's all in the first chapter. It's basically a premise to, like, just keep him there, a reason. I don't really care for it, but they don't really bring it up anymore into the future, so y'all just have to get past it. And basically the rest of this book is, like, how much of a perfectionist she is. I can't remember if it's the next chapter or a couple chapters later. Like, any little, like, well, actually, the next chapter is obviously the first time that she gets him to be her closet. Then I believe it's the one after that. I can't remember. But basically like any little tiny like flaw that happened, she takes off her panties and goes back in time and does it perfectly. Like one, like she's writing something on the board and then the wind blows and like blows her hair, or like blows like a gust of wind blows into the room. Well, she took her power. She used her powers to go back so that the wind would blow her hair to make it look cool. So she's kind of like she wants everything to be perfect, and it's actually pretty funny in the second volume, which I'm not going to talk too much about. But like, she's trying to help. Shirota out, and so she's trying not to use her powers, and it's basically just like draining her because she's not being as perfect as she would like to be. Uh, but yeah, that's pretty much the synopsis of the entire first volume. Is just like we go through like the last chapter in this is when they're at the I don't know if they're at a swimming competition or if they're just in gym, but she's swimming and she gets first, and he knows that she used her power. He just doesn't know how. Apparently, under bathing suit, she wears pasties, and like one of them disappears. So apparently, pasties work for her powers too. It's fun. It's goofy. At the very end of the book, you realize that she actually has feelings for him. That they knew each other when they were kids. You get a little bit more of that in the second volume, but not much. It's pretty much at the very end of the second volume too. But basically, she's using this because she's doing all of this because she likes him. But yeah, so please put them on Takamine. It's a If you like fan service, this is the book for you. And it does one of the things that I enjoy, not like in a perverted way, but they actually have the nipples on here. I hate it when the manga comes out and they just like make the nipples disappear. It looks weird. I don't like it. If they're gonna do that, put a black bar or something on that. Don't just make them go away. It's weird looking. This, you see everything. Well, not everything. You see butt and boobs. That's about it. That's usually all you need. But yeah, I'm gonna put a link to in the description of where you can buy a physical and digital copy of this. I really enjoy this. It's like I said, the second volume I just read I feel is a lot better than this one. But I mean, this is the first volume. This is just getting you introduced to like their world and all that stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. I'm on Twitch sometimes, so if you want to go on to Twitch and follow me on there, that would be fantastic. On Twitter, I don't really post much, but if I get enough people to follow me, I might start posting like little videos. On my TikTok, I'm doing a ongoing, which is like I'll probably put like the second volume of this on there eventually. It's basically just going to be me reviewing books that I'm continuing reading that I like. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the little bell for more. You don't have to do that. But please send a comment leave a comment at the end so I know that you watched it. My little analytics thing doesn't tell me like how long people watch, because it says like I get like so many views, but it doesn't tell me like if they stayed and watched the entire video. So thanks again. Neil before Bort signing off.